Told to get out of the way, and that's why! What a hit from Erling Haaland.
Now, Haaland! Oh, magnificent! What a finish from Erling Haaland!
Cancelo, Bobby Haaland! And Haaland gets up and he puts it into the back of the net. The first chance of the day for Erling Haaland as he scores the two. Big opportunity for Manchester City's number 9. He doesn't miss those. 12th Premier League goal of the season for Erling.
Arriving. Haaland! Oh, it's another classic. It's Nunes. Good football match. Finds Haaland. And what about that for a finish? He may have missed.
And it was left for Haaland. And there's the landmark goal. 100 in double quick record time in the Premier League.
Release that ball into Erling Haaland. He's got it too. Erling Haaland scores for Manchester City.
Ball for Haaland. Branthwaite with the problem. Branthwaite brushed aside. And Erling Haaland wins the game for the champions.
And Haaland!
The celebration may be a little... As Haaland tries to get the ball in and manages it. Perfect start for Manchester City inside the opening 10 minutes. He is the man that you just...
Here for Burnley, it's Erling Haaland, it's beautiful. Manchester City in front, coolness personified from Erling Haaland. The
Foden involved again. Haaland! Clinical.
Nunes. Oh, it's a lovely cross. And it's in from Erling Haaland. They tried to keep him in check, but you just can't do that.
They chip it for...
Brilliant. And that could be the game for Manchester City.
Haaland leaping, and he's placed it to perfection. And they do...
How good is that?
Haaland has it. Erling Haaland has a hat-trick. And you can be sure that is a sign.
To try and stay on side, and he brushes off Diakite. What a finish from Erling Haaland! The pace, the power, the port.
Haaland on that left foot. What about that? Stupendous strike. That nearly took it.
Manchester United trying to get numbers back. Haaland! 2 goals in 4 minutes. Rodri was arriving. Haaland! Manchester City!
In towards Haaland, oh, he's somehow put that in. How on earth did he score that? He might well smile. Incredible finish.
To Haaland! That's the sight of goal he wanted! He becomes the fastest player to 50 goals in...
Sergio Gomez. Haaland!
most extraordinary. Haaland has done it. They are still alive.
Mål fra Juventus. Her kommer muligheden så til Haaland, og den sparker han selvfølgelig ind. Erling Haaland, sådan en chance skal man ikke give ham. Dobbeltmålscorer i Stockholm.
Få den til De Bruyne, og det er 1-0 til Manchester City, og selvfølgelig er det Haaland, der ligger derinde.
Taking it on now, and Haaland again!
Haaland's made a very good run. If he gets a toe to it, he'll score, and that's exactly what he does.
Good looking cross, free header! And Haaland helps himself to Norway in his second. Haaland to put a gloss on the scoreline. 5 for Manchester City.
City into the penalty area again. Haaland, it's a tap in. Manchester City run it through.
Rico Lewis and Haaland maybe, and still. It's just inevitable. Haaland in dangerous territory here. It's two. In that position, he.
Haaland in as well. He could score again. This is just amazing.
Haaland just checked his run to stay onside. Erling Haaland for the 100th time places the ball into the back of the net for Manchester City, looking for the third goal to put this derby to bed. There's a quarter of the match remaining, but City are...
Haaland, who could be in on goal here. This is Erling Haaland. Makes no mistake. Manchester City.
Oh, Haaland, is this the moment? Oh, it is!
Gianni Reinders, and he gives it to the Norwegian, and Erling Haaland gives Manchester City the lead with their first shot of the game.
Making his run through the middle. This for his hat-trick. Irresistible.
Yes, it's Haaland. His first Premier League goal in 77 days.
Haaland. Upamecano is on his backside, and Haaland is through, and he's not going to miss another chance. No.
Haaland 3. Utterly clinical from Manchester City. And on this evidence, they're on the way.
Haaland suddenly received it. Just like that.
Able to find the gaps. De Bruyne able to find Haaland, taking it on and scoring. 150th league goal of his career. And
just bumps his way past Pinnock, through on goal! And when that happens, there is never any doubt.
For it. Erling Haaland keeps doing what Erling Haaland does.
It's Haaland, and he will go for 4. That's some response. In fact, you could probably script. Sanchez started to come. Now he's in a strange position. Haaland spots that and makes him pay. Another moment of goalkeeping eccentricity.
That was Stones. Here is Haaland.
There's Haaland. Incredible. 2 goals in 35 minutes for Erling Haaland. He won. He has got it off Amrabat. Erling Haaland! The derby is done and dusted now.
But here's Haaland. He's in again. Scores again. That's what he's all about. That's why he's got the big reputation. Another side of goal.
Overloads here as Nunez in towards Haaland. 1 moment is all it took.
Oh, Haaland is in and he scores! And that's the double of the lead that Manchester City craved.
dances away from Sofal, looks for Haaland! That is a beautifully constructed Manchester City goal. Changes afoot, but here go Manchester City with O'Reilly and Haaland! When they need a goal, they turn to him.
To really turn the screw, Erling Haaland arrives to join the party in the week that he secured his contract extension to keep him at City for the best part.
Racing to dart onto it, here is Haaland. All he needs is the finish. And he is so good at producing that.
Haaland. Oh, it's in. Devastating finish from Erling Haaland. And that.
Between the two centre halves, he's worked onto his left foot and drawn it brilliantly into the goal. Haaland brings the hammer down once again. A terrific finish.
Scored his first touch in the Champions League on Wednesday, and he's in here, and he scores! First attack for Erling Haaland today!
Haaland 2. And you couldn't wish to see a much more...
All the way through to Haaland! Who does get his goal? He pretty much always gets his goal.
And the goalkeeper, 3-0 Manchester City. Well, he looked frustrated a few minutes ago, heading wide.
Haaland! Hat-trick! 3 home games in a row in the Premier League.
It's Haaland, he's on the hat-trick! Take your eyes off him for a...
Haaland. 4 and 2 for him.
Down on goal. Haaland. He is a one-man wrecking ball, swinging.
Haaland. 4. What a finish. Provided, it's Haaland. It's 3. Haaland!
Noosa, here's Haaland, and there is Norway's second. There is his second.
Early gone for Haaland. Oh, what a finish! He makes it look ridiculously. Haaland attacks this time, and it's 3.
Oh, it's happened again. Haaland for 2.
Committing himself, Grealish can stand it up for Haaland, and finally the resistance is broken.
Now Erling Haaland, there is no flag, and Manchester City score in North London.
It's Rico Lewis, one step down the line for Haaland. Minimal backlip, maximum effect. What a... Here's Ilkay do it again. Haaland! 2 in 2 minutes. It is.
Has been notable already. Feeds Haaland, and this time he takes the chance.
And here comes Haaland now. Erling Haaland chips the goalkeeper into the back of the net.
Well, Tim Krul put his arm up to say that he should have been offside. Big smile on...
Haaland finishes it. There's the customary Erling Haaland goal.